Hey friends, so I recently bought a crossbar set kit, and I wanted to show you how it was packaged. This part of the bar is aluminum. It has a kind of a rubbery side here to take the load, and then you can adjust it here with what looks like some Allen screws. Comes fitted like this, which is nice. Now I saw plenty crossbars online, and they often sell the brackets which fits onto the rails of the vehicle. The rails are like this. They run parallel with your vehicle on top of your roof, and then the crossbars go this way, so that way you could put a rack or bikes or whatever have you. However, in most of the ones I saw, the brackets that come with it are made out of PVC, ABS, plastic. Craziness to me. I wanted to make sure to buy one that was made with metal. So the crossbars are aluminum, the brackets are steel, or probably cast iron, I'm not sure. Whatever it is, it's way stronger than ABS. Don't buy crossbars where the brackets, that's this, are made out of ABS material. It can crack under load, and all the things that you're carrying on top of your roof could fly away. So going into this kit, lots of washers, screws, padding for where you put the brackets. Each one comes where you can decide. I'll show you on my Ford Explorer where I'm going to put it, but I just wanted to open this up, show you how it comes. So there's a rear and a forward bracket, and so far the instructions look simple. Packaged well. So you have 4 brackets in all, and then some instructions with some Allen screws. So I'll go and put it up now. Now in the directions it says that you're supposed to put the sponge that comes with it. I mean, it's different for every brand, make and model, but I'm just saying what is part of this kit. And to put the sponge onto the rail, but to me that's kind of silly, because if you decide to move this, you won't have any sponge. So I'm putting a sponge here. Basically you just peel this back and stick it on, so it looks like this. I guess adds a cushioning effect between that and your rail, so it's not rubbing. If metal is rubbing against metal or plastic, obviously there will be some cutting into one another, so this helps protect that. Now that you have the sponge on the bracket, you want to take this crossbar, take out the protecting cover, and then in the case of this kit, it has special stock screws, and you could see the bit here that opens that up. Now that you have the screws undone, you just simply put this over it and then put back on the screws. In this part I wouldn't over tighten, just enough to hold it. Reason for that is you want to adjust it on the roof of the car or your SUV or whatever have you, truck. So you just want to assemble that on all 4 sizes. Now there's a long bar and there's a short bar. For this kit, the long bar goes in the front of your vehicle, and the short bar of course to the rear. So once it's assembled, you see it has front sticker on this, rear on that, which is easier. But the easiest way is to measure which one is longer. So the front is always longer. And again, that's how it's fitted with this setup. So now we need to see where we're going to place it on my SUV. Okay, so this is on top of the roof, and this is the roof rail, and on here you can see where the star screws, which is plastic, you will need to take them off. This kit comes with that. Now in the case of the Ford Explorer, there are many places that you could put it. If you have a short rack, you'd obviously want to keep the space between it shorter. And if you have a long rack, you could use the longer bars. All depends on what you want to do. I want to have a longer rack, so it's likely you can see it better on that side there. Sun is kind of anyway, but you can see how many options the Ford Explorer has for putting your crossbars. Probably see it better this way because I'm not shining the camera into the sun. So you can see where I took out the 2 plastic screws there, and so I line up the front and both sides. Once you do that, you'll need to tighten under here, which is a bit hard, but the devices are Allen screws, so you could reach under here and tighten. But you have to line it up properly first where you want it. And this particular bar is nice because this part here, I was always afraid. I never liked that it juts out all the way on top and shows. This is kind of low profile, so from this side you can see it's hardly seen. Okay, so now that the crossbars are up, your next task will be to put this screw, which needs an Allen key, in here. It has a spring on this one, but I'm also putting the extra washer. The washer does actually come with it. So when you put it in these things, always hand screw it first. Don't use a drill or anything like that, because you could end up cross threading. And then after, use the Allen key to tighten it. So the motion that I normally make is when tightening. First of all, you tighten it with your hand, like I said. You tighten it this way fast, and then at the very end use this side to get more torque, but you don't want to over tighten. Notice I can still push on it, but don't over tighten it. The other part you want to do now is, while this will stay, as an added measure, I still will tighten under here. So the screws under here you'll have to find and tighten. In the end, that's how it should look.